going there. Okay, if you think he apologized at the time you were questioning him, did you have any proof as to his health status?
At that material time, no.
Okay.
Buddenze we namubuuliza nali sinaawo bukakafu bukwata kuvuya ku nsonga ya bulamu bwe.
You said in court here that he had a police line to call. Is it in your statement, that line?
Tekiri mu statement yange nti OKELLO yalina line ya police gyali akuba.
Did you read his plain statement? Will I be right? It's also not there.
I read through his plain statement.
It is not there. Isn't that true? Afande, we have many other witnesses. Answer. Kindly answer.
It may be true.
So you want court to write it may be not true.
Officer, please answer the question. Does it appear in the plain statement of Mr. OKELLO, that issue of the police line? It's a simple question.
My Lord.
Are you aware or you are not aware? Please, you want to continue. You may not be aware.
My Lord, for now, I may not be so sure whether it is there or not.
Nsekakasa saawa zino oba mu statement ya OKELLO mwekiri nti yalina line ya police.
Okay, Afande, will I be right to say that a knife or knives are domestic common tools at home?
Yes, you're right.
Oba mutuufu okugamba nti akambe oba obwambe ebintu ebikozesebwa ewaka ebya bulijjo.
And you also confirm that the suspect told you he has or is intending to do agriculture in Noya district.
Yes.
Oba mutuufu ogamba nti OKELLO yantegeeza nti yali ateekateeka okukola ebyobulimi mu disitulikiti y'Enyoya.
Afande, of lifting the suspect's fingerprints.
Yes, I do.
Manya obukulu bw'okuggyako avunaanibwa ebyenkumu.
Are you aware that yesterday we were told that was not done?
Lifting the suspect's fingerprints?
Yes.
Counsel, you rephrase the question.
From what?
My Lord, I'm asking him, is he aware that somebody came here yesterday and said the suspect's fingerprints were not lifted?
Were not lifted from what?
To go and examine whether he interacted with the items they are talking about.
Specifically, which item?
My Lord, they recovered many items at the scene of crime.
And specifically?
At his home.
Okay, specifically, which item are you talking about?
My Lord, it could be the dead bodies, the children he cut, the alleged cut, the knives, the clothes, all that they talked about.
My Lord, as far as the exhibits that were recovered at the scene is concerned, all of those exhibits were properly processed. Where lifting fingerprints was needed, it was done. Swabs were taken, and all of those exhibits were submitted to forensics for analysis, including samples from the accused person.
Kubikwatagana ku bizibiti ebyasangibwa mu kifo ewazibwa omusango byonna byagobererwa emitenderwa egyetaagisa era n'okutwalibwa mu bakugu abeekebejja ebizibiti era
Wisdom. In case the fingerprints of the suspect were not lifted, would that be dangerous to your case?
Lifted from where, my counsel?
I'm talking about his fingerprints. I hope you know it.
My Lord, fingerprints are taken depending on whichever.
I'm asking.
For example, when we arrest people and we take people into our custody, whoever enters into our custody are always fingerprinted.
Afande.
Secondly, when an offense happens and we visit scenes
Afande, I
of
will
crime,
look for that explanation from you, but first answer the question.
Kindly,
I look for that explanation. I look for that explanation. And we are going there, but answer this question. Kindly, can you answer the way I put it to you?
Can you repeat the question?
Will I be right to say, in case his fingerprints were not lifted, it is dangerous to your case, in your wisdom and experience?
You've understood the question.
Yes.
That failure to extract fingerprints or lifts is detrimental to your case.
yes,
You answer that question.
yeah, it is.
Okay, we continue.
nkimanyi bulungi nti obutajja binkumu ku muntu akwatiddwa bateeberezebwa okuzza omusango kiba kya bulabe ku musango oguba gunoonyezebwako.
Afande, are you in possession of information from the suspect that at the time of arrest he had a lot of painkillers to include diclofenac, tramadol, and that the purpose were to prevent him from feeling pain?
My Lord, during the arrest of the accused person, some drugs were recovered from his bag.
We twakwatira abavunaanibwa ono waliwo amakerenda agaasangibwa mu nsawo ye.
Do you remember him or in your file telling you that the previous day had a lot of pain?
No.
Sijjukira kuŋŋamba nti olunaku emabega yali alina obulumi bungi.
Fund, have you prepared another outcome? Since you are part
That is
of it.
not his. That is not his. It is for the prosecution.
Much obliged, my lord. Afande, since you are in possession of statements about his mental status, did you find it prudent or necessary to visit Butabika Hospital and come up with information regarding him?
My Lord, at the onset, after the arrest of the accused,
First answer the question
First
of
answer
us.
his question, then we can give an explanation.
no, my Lord.
Sa kirondola kugenda ku ddwaliro lya Butabika kukebera ku bikwata ku bulamu bw'avunaanibwa.
So, will I be right to say that you don't know that the justice of this case demands so?
My Lord, I am aware of that, and the accused was subsequently examined, and the medical report is on record.
Ekyo nkimanyi bulungi era avunaanibwa yeekebejjebwa era n'ebbaluwa z'abasawo kweziri ku fayiro.
Afande, I pray you look at his plain statement, if you know where it is.
Plain statement of the accused.
Yes, my Lord.
Yes,
Can you read the court the date on which you got it?
My Lord, the witness has not said that is the one that recorded the plain statement. That answer, with due respect, is inappropriate to this particular witness, my Lord.
Which answer?
I mean the question, my Lord.
The question is, he's an investigating officer. He's the one who assigned Atube to record a plain statement. I don't think it is out of place for him to tell us what is on the plain statement that he requires.
Much obliged, my Lord. Afande, are you there?
yes, my Lord.
Can you read to court the date it was extracted?
It was made on 4th of April, 2026.
Avunaanibwa yakola statement ye poliisi nga 4 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026.
And do you remember that it was taken before the doctor on 7th April 2026?
Yes, my Lord.
Era nzijjukira nti avunaanibwa yatwalibwa ew'omusawo nga 7 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026.
So, will I be right to say that the time he recorded the statement and interacted with you, nobody knew his health status, especially the mental?
My Lord,
Will I be right? First answer the question, then you go.
He's addressing the court.
Much
He's
obliged.
addressing the court, and you are not allowing him to answer.
Much obliged.
my Lord, in practice, not every person whom we take a statement from, that we first start by examining them to ascertain their mental status.
Okusinziira mu ngeri gye tukolamu si buli muntu akwatibwa nti tusooka kumutwala kwekebejjebwa kola ya bwongo bwe nga tetundamugyawo statement ye.
So it is true his statement was taken before examination.
Yes, as it is.
Ekituufu avunaanibwa yaggibwako statement nga tannaba kutwalibwa kwekebejjebwa mu ddwaliro.
Afterwards, did you discover that the suspect you were dealing with had sickle cell?
Yes.
Oluvannyuma nakizuula nti avunaanibwa yalina endwadde ya nalubiri.
Afande, did you read his charge and caution statement?
Yes, I did.
Will I be right to say that you came across a statement saying, I returned to Uganda because I was distressed mentally and physically?
I do not recall that particular phrase.
Would you wish to go there? On page 8.
My Lord, again, I will seek for your indulgence. If I understood counsel well, is cross-examining on charge and caution statement, my Lord. He has not laid any background as to whether the witness understands is the recording officer and the extent of his involvement in that particular statement, my Lord, that requires a well-elaborate process to prove its content. My Lord, the charge and caution statement is evidence subject to formal proof and cannot be casually traversed. Not even in cross-examination, my Lord, we believe, except if it is established that the witness is the recording officer. So we object to that line of cross-examination.
My Lord, I wish to rejoin.
Sorry, you need to reply?
Yes.
Please do.
My Lord, when I was beginning to ask him questions, he categorically